Hi, Nigel. Day 25 and still no apology to the grooming gang survivors who you misrepresented in a national press conference. I mean, I thought you really cared about the grooming gang survivors. I thought you wanted them to get justice, but instead you seem to be, well, politically abusing them as much as people did in the past, if not more so, because now the scandal is out there, isn't it? That said, for the last few days, bizarrely, it's like you're missing in action. You haven't got anything to say about anything, like nothing to say about the fact that we now know that Brexit cost us even more than we thought it had cost us. Nothing to say about the disarray in Leicester County Council. I almost forgot. Nothing to say about the fact that your friend Nathan Gill, the former leader of Reform in Wales, got sent down for being a traitor. Here he is being interviewed by the police. But he just kept saying, no comment. But I know that you're alive and well because you posted this out earlier. Why it says 2018 on it, I do not know. Maybe that was an important year for you and Nathan. After all, you two go way back. Here's your ex-girlfriend actually showing an email that you sent to Nathan back in 2007. She's talking about how, Reform is basically the Brexit party. That'll be the Brexit party that you bought after you left UKIP. Oh, and that's right. Nathan Gill left UKIP with you and went to the Brexit party. Oh, and went to Reform. She's suggesting that your really close relationship with Nathan puts your judgment in question. And to be honest, I would question your judgment about sending Zia out today on the media rounds for you. Zia, who, let's not forget, bought his way in to be the chairman of the party, allegedly to be professionalising you. Although, judging by Leicester, that hasn't gone very well. And then he was the head of Doge, but judging by Kent and the deficit that they now find themselves in, that didn't go very well either. So now he's head of policy, but seemingly just doing the media rounds, trying to deflect from the fact that everybody wants to talk about Reform and Russia. Which brings me back to this for a minute. I seriously hope that you're not going to try to flog some cryptocurrency. I mean, besides just copying Trump, which is what you do all the time, I'm just thinking now is not the time for you to be doing anything like that. Maybe it's not crypto. Do you know what I mean? I'm just giving you a heads up. People might ask even more questions. So back to this morning, Zia's trying to make out that Nathan Gill is ancient history just because he hasn't heard of him. The thing is, though, Nigel, as you probably know, there is still an active investigation going on. So far from being ancient history, it's very current. In fact, they're saying that there's up to 10 MEPs being investigated. Now, without trying to suggest for one moment that these people are corrupt, the names that keep getting bandied around are still closely associated with Reform and indeed you. Take David Coburn, for example. He was thrilled when you came back to Reform and ousted Deputy Dick. But then, to be fair, I think he's got a bit of an issue with Deputy Dick. As have we all, to be fair. See, the prosecutors allege that Gill recruited at least 7 other pro-Brexit MEPs. People like Jonathan Bullock, who, if you don't mind me saying, still seems rather attached to Reform. Julia Reid. She still seems really attached to Reform as well. And Stephen Wolfe, who in fact is quite interesting, as he spoke out on Talk TV about your ego, interestingly enough, after the Rupert Lowe case. But he's on GB News as well, supporting Sarah Puchin. So you see, when Zia says that it's ancient history, I'm going to say maybe it's not. And then to make it worse, Zia didn't actually condemn what you said back in 2014 when you yourself were spewing Putin's propaganda. For sure, he quoted you the other day at the Bloomberg interview when you went, shoot down Putin's planes, because that fooled everybody. But then Zia seemed to get a little bit lost in his own lies, because he seemed to be suggesting that people were cross because Putin was being influenced by you. Imagine. Whereas everybody is now thinking maybe you're influenced by Putin. I mean, to be fair, you just might be unlucky. You might just be surrounding yourself with people who are traitorous and people who enjoy a little bit of fraud. Although that is equally a bad judgment call, isn't it? The fact that you haven't learned from the past and you're still failing to vet your candidates properly. But then you don't learn from the past, do you? Because when you were an MEP, you never turned up for those debates either. Although there was an exception back then, wasn't there? If you could be seen to be making a speech which was clipped and then put online by your aide at the time. This is the aide. Turned out he got into a little bit of bother about all that Russia stuff as well, because he used to pop into the Russian embassy. It's like you can't put in the hard work that being an MP really demands. You know, like the other day when you skipped the immigration debate just because you had a lunch date. You were eating your tandoori lobster and nipping to the gun shop to buy supplies, when the MPs were debating border security, which I thought you really cared a lot about. With your track record over the past month alone, it's beginning to feel like you only care about you, Nigel. Oh, and your merchandise. I know you do care about your merchandise. Which reminds me, did you ever sort out the VAT thing? Anyway, good chat, as you were.